Coach, when you look at this week, 2 games left at home. You guys already you know you're going to play at home in the GLIAC tournament. You know you're going to be the one. How good of a feeling is that to end on the road or end at home, excuse me, and then be at home for the start of the postseason?
Yeah. It's I think it's a huge advantage. It's a huge advantage not having to go on the road this time of year. We just talked about the injuries, and it doesn't heal the guys, but it certainly helps them be able to play a little bit better when they don't have to make those 6-hour bus trips, and they don't have to sit around in a hotel room. And so there's huge advantages to playing at home, and that's why obviously all those wins early in the year and all those close wins and all those big shots Max hit. It turns out we needed every last one of them because at the time we didn't know that all this stuff was going to happen. And in hindsight, the way how well we played early in the year and being able to start the conference, play out 11-0, all that stuff translates to us still being able to be at home, even though we've been very average the last 5 games without those guys. So very happy with that, very proud of the group. I desperately want to win it outright. I think sharing it is fine, and we still are champions, and we still get rings, and we still get banners and all that, and we still get to host. But there's something to be said about winning a conference championship outright, and then we have a lot of other things we're still in the mix for and playing for that these games are very important to us for other reasons.
And then just, Coach, the message to the team, when you have these guys out and, hey, they're not going to have, you guys got to step up and kind of get the job done. What's the message to the team?
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job as a group, and a lot of guys have stepped up, and I think everyone has had their role change slightly, and then when Brian came back, it changed again, and if Max does come back, it's going to change again, and I think we've actually handled all of that really well from a basketball standpoint. Is usually offensively is what you're going to lose there because everyone's in different positions and spots, and our offense, Tech was a little worse, but the last 2 games, it's been awesome. It's been, as good as ever statistically, and everything's going pretty well offensively. The part that's hard right now is we're just not defending anyone, and Max is a pretty good defender, but I don't think that's the reason why. I think we're just missing some of that toughness. Maybe guys are a little more tired because they're playing heavier minutes. Maybe it's just the uncertainty of everything is causing it. But we got to get back to playing better defense. We don't even need to play great defense. If we play average defense, we're going to win most of our games or almost all of our games with how our offense is being played right now. So we just got to find a way to get better on that side of the ball. And hopefully if we do get healthier, or at least have everyone available, now instead of playing, we're up to 8 or 9 guys, maybe that depth will help us play a little bit better on the defensive side of the floor.
And then, Coach, last one, when we look at your 2 opponents, Grand Valley State and Davenport, your thoughts on those matchups and them coming here?
Yeah, Grand Valley, I think, we're going to take away the practice gym games. I think we're something along the lines of like 24-1 in the Berry in the last 25 games. Something like that, 22-1, something around that. The one loss was Grand Valley. So, I think, obviously a healthy level of respect there. We were fortunate to get a close one at their place earlier in the year, which was a huge win for us. And they've been playing their absolute best basketball. And on Saturday they gave us a little early present of knocking off Lake State, which was huge for us. So we appreciated that. But at the same time, when you look at how well they played last weekend, really taking it to Ferris and Lake State, we know it's going to be a tough challenge, and we know what we're in for. And I think in some ways it's actually good for us right now. We're trying to ramp it up. We're trying to get ready for tournament play, and playing a team that's playing that well, is that hot, I think should be a really good test for us. And then, Davenport's, it just shows how good the GLIAC is, because Leach was the preseason player of the year. He's been brilliant all year. They have Baloo is an all-conference player. They just got their big kid back that is an all-conference player. And, you look at a team that has 3 all-conference guys and some nice role players and is well-coached, and that right now is the worst team in the league, and, in the standings, and it just doesn't feel like that when you watch them play. So, it's going to be tough, and we have a lot on the line, and honestly, like, it's weird because it's the last regular season weekend of the year, but we're really in like early season mode right now, just trying to figure everything out, get better, try to improve, and we've made some significant runs over the last 5 years. We've had multiple long winning streaks, and we're all we need right now is put together an 8-game win streak. We're going to the Elite Eight, and an 11-game win streak, and you win the national title. And I'm not saying it's that easy, but that's all it is. We just got to get hot, and we got to have everything click at the right time. And my hope is the last 2 weeks of pain and misery has set us up for where we need to be to get hot. And I think starting with Grand Valley and then having Davenport heading into the conference tournament and being at home, is really a good test to see if we're able to kind of start that run.